husband, 62-year-old Dwayne McDonald. He's not been listed as a suspect yet, but family members of the victims are asking Dwayne to surrender, as the tragic incident has just left them shaken and now want justice.
Would never be the same without my mama and Diana. Turn yourself in. Turn yourself in.
Margaret Shively is Elaine's daughter, and on Christmas Day, she and her husband found Elaine and Diana shot dead inside their home.
I called her to show her the Christmas gift that we got the kids. She didn't answer. I called over and over again until I got here.
The crime scene was cordoned off for hours, with investigators searching for a motive. Detroit Police Chief James White, who was also present at the scene, was in disbelief.
It's not often I'm speechless, but this is one of those days. I mean, it's just tragedy. I mean, it's Christmas. I mean, I don't know what could have sparked such rage.
According to family members, Elaine adopted 13-year-old Diana, who used a wheelchair due to her disability. Meanwhile, the 62-year-old husband, Dwayne McDonald, has been flagged as a person of interest. Police say Dwayne is not Diana's father. Dwayne was last seen in a gray Buick Lucerne, plate number EKY 4074.
Now, family members have created a GoFundMe page for Elaine and Diana's funeral expenses. You can find that info on our website, wxyz.com. Also, if you have any information about the case, please call Crime Stoppers.
Daughter just shot and killed by police. Dwayne McDonald had been wanted in connection with the deaths of his wife and her 13-year-old child. Let's get to 7 Action News reporter Kiera Hay with these breaking developments from Detroit Police. Kiera?
Detroit Police Chief White says they've been searching for 62-year-old Dwayne McDonald since Christmas Day, and that search led them here to these apartments off of Woodward and Owen Street. Now, they say police did enter the apartment he was suspected to be at, and that's when fire was exchanged. Now, Detroit Police Chief White says when officers entered that apartment, McDonald had a gun. A shot was fired and police fired back. Now, they're not saying if McDonald was the one that fired this shot, but he was pronounced dead at the scene.
Certainly not the outcome we had hoped for, but the officers were courageous. The officers responding to the scene, following up on the investigation. They've worked tirelessly for 24 hours plus since this heinous act that occurred in our city.
Michigan State Police are now conducting this investigation, and briefly I spoke with the daughter of the woman who was killed, and she said she's thankful to learn even this much about what happened to her mom and her sister. We're going to have more on this story coming up later on tonight, but for now,